Hi everyone, this is Sandy with New England Prep and Mimi. Welcome back to my channel. We had a very cold week. We had a blizzard last weekend and a ice storm on yesterday, but I'm always thinking ahead and I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. But first, let me remind you that if you like this video and you want to see more of them, give me a big fat thumbs up. Please leave a comment below and don't forget to tap the icon bell so that you can get all my latest videos. Now, let's get to what I've been doing. I have started planting my seeds, and it's a little backstory. I've always wanted to do it, and when the lockdown first happened, it was the 2 weeks to flatten the curve, supposedly. That's when food started getting a little short of supply. So what I did was I got the garden ready early, and I went out and I bought a bunch of plants that were already started at a local nursery in April of 2020. I also stocked up on seeds. And although I had the seeds, it just seemed quicker for me to use the plants that were already started. I will tell you it cost me about, are you sitting down? About $400. I am not exaggerating, and I have or had a very small garden that year, but I had some of everything. I was kind of in survival mode, so I guess you do what you got to do. But last year, I figured, okay, I'm going to start growing things from seed. I do have some grow lights. I'm going to show them to you right there. Okay, I have more, but that's just the ones I had set up on that little counter in my kitchen. And I decided to do a lot of seeds last year. I did make some mistakes, so I'm going to go over the mistakes that I made so that you don't make the same one. Or ones, I should say. I did do from seed. I made my mistakes. I didn't buy anything from a nursery except some tomato plants, because I just like to have lots of tomatoes. So I bought some plum tomato plants from the same nursery that I always go to. And lo and behold, the only thing that didn't do well in the garden were those tomato plants. So from now on, I'm doing everything from seed. And last year, I'm just going to give you a rundown of what I had from seed. I had acorn squash, cucumbers, zucchini, a yellow crooked neck zucchini, and green zucchini. I had pole beans. I had bush beans. I had peas. I had lots of lettuce, banana peppers, red bell peppers, yellow bell peppers, green bell peppers, jalapeno peppers, Thai chili peppers, peas, carrots. I don't know what else I grew. I might have grown a few other things. Mostly my seeds I get from Amazon. And I'll tell you why. They do have a package out there. It's a set. It might be $20. It might have gone up. I'm not really sure. But it's called a survival garden. And I'm going to just take you over to my seed, one of my little seed containers here. As soon as I can get this thing open. You can store these in an airtight container. And do not go by, seeds do not really expire, so don't be intimidated by any dates that you see on the package. Okay, yeah, right. Here, there it is. Okay. I did get some seeds separately from different Amazon distributors, but all of these, Valley Green, they are phenomenal, okay? And I got these all from Amazon. I think it's $19, and they call it a survival garden, and you get quite a bit. You will get parsley, basil, probably some bunching onions, corn, peas, string beans, lettuce, zucchini, pumpkin. I believe I got the acorn squash from there. Um, just an array of things: carrots, onions, uh, a whole variety, everything that you would need to uh, be self-sufficient with your own vegetables. Okay, so that's why I like getting them, because I don't have to run around. It includes everything. Okay, so that's one container. This container here, what I do is, you know, the principle we use with when we're using food in our refrigerator. We use up the leftovers and we rotate and we make good use of everything. The same principle applies to your seeds. What I have in this container are the first things that are going to go into the garden as soon as the soil can be worked, which is usually the end of March. The first thing I'm going to be putting into the garden the end of March are my peas. Okay? I have some extra in here. And then I have some unopened packages. Okay? So I will go through these and these probably in the spring. And then when I do a fall crop for peas, which I will plant the end of July, beginning of August, I'll get into the seeds that are not opened. Okay? So my fall crops are going to be seeds that are unopened. My goal is to use up all the seeds that I have started. I keep them all in a baggie like this. I've got bunching onions in there, summer squash, a bunch of seeds that I didn't use last year. These are in an airtight Ziploc bag. All the air is out of them. They're in a container, and I keep them in a cool, dark place. And dry. It has to be dry. And they will keep for years. I do have some seeds that I got, heirloom seeds, because a very special friend of mine, she was kind enough, she rang my doorbell last year, jumped in her car, sent me a text message and said, I left you something in your driveway. And when I went to look, there were a bunch of plants that were already potted and that she grew and that she repotted and gave me. So these are some of her seeds, and as a little tribute to my friend Lori, I'm going to be planting those every year. I keep the seeds and I just keep replanting them. So how do you do this? You can start by getting soil, and the soil that you're going to need is indoor potting soil. You want to get indoor because it has less likelihood of any kind of gnats or gnat eggs or anything forming. They look like little fruit flies when they form, and they're very annoying. So you want to avoid that at all costs. I do suggest you do not get it through the internet. Go to your local garden shop and get your soil. Okay, so it's indoor soil for potting soil. What you want to do, and this is what I did, like I said, you've got to learn the hard way. You could bake it for like an hour in a foil pan for like $3.50, but then your house will smell like a garden, like a nursery. So what I did was I put it in here in a big foil pan, and I boiled some water, and I poured it all over the soil that was in the foil pan, stirred it up well, let it cool down and dry out a little bit, and that boiling water is also going to ensure that you're killing any gnat eggs. When it cools down, it dries out a little bit, then you plant your seeds. Now, you're probably saying, okay, so I got my seeds, I got my soil, what am I going to use to plant them in? Well, I can tell you that containers that you have around the house are phenomenal. If you have a foil pan or any foil pans that have the matching covers that fit on there, it's going to work like a greenhouse. And that's what you want for seeds. You want a greenhouse. So this is escarole, because I am not paying $4 to $5 a bunch for it. So I planted my escarole in here. I should have spaced it and so that I could separate and make more plants out of it, but I didn't. It comes with the cover. And when the seeds pop up, you take the cover off. Okay? Very simple. This was, ironically, okay, so I went a little crazy with my boyfriend. He goes, what do I do with the seeds? Do I space them? And I said, nah, just sprinkle them on there. This is butter crunch lettuce. We went a little crazy. So now I've got to sit here and kind of separate them into little plants when I transplant them so that they grow efficiently, okay? So this was ironically a mixed lettuce container that had a cover, okay? Well, again, when the seeds start all popping up, you take the cover off. The peas, for some reason, peas and green beans go great in these. These are the plastic egg cartons. If you don't have any plastic ones, you can ask your friends for them. I wouldn't really use an ice cube tray because they just, I don't think they're deep enough. And this actually works like a little greenhouse. So you put your seeds in here, okay? You put your soil, you make an indentation, you just push the seed down, and then with your finger, just cover it up. Okay, assuming that there are just seeds in here, you're going to close this inner cover like this, and then you're going to close this cover here, and you're getting like a little double insulation. And that works great for peas and green beans. Okay, I have a bigger one that holds 18, and I did a set of onions like that too. Those seeds have not come up yet, and I'm getting a little concerned, but that'll be another video. I have some dry peas here that I'm going to use up. Don't know if I already told you that. I planted a red bell pepper from one of the seeds that my friend gave me, and that just popped up. When you get a pack of seeds, you want to get organic or non-GMO heirloom seeds. If you get things that do not say non-GMO, chances are it may not grow efficiently. You may get the plant, but you may not get the fruit from the plant, okay? Again, you're going to see on the back of the seeds is going to be a package date and a sell-by date. That by no means that it is an expiration date, okay? These seeds will last for years if they're kept in a cool, dry, dark place. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some more containers. You can ask your friends. You can save, I think like this one was from a rotisserie chicken. And I was getting kind of desperate. I didn't have any more containers, so I saved it. And, yeah, was that rotisserie chicken? No, brownies. Brownies came in here that someone brought over. So I did half basil and half parsley. What I'm going to do is take these out and put them in pretty pots, and they're going to go on a sunny windowsill in my kitchen, and whenever I need basil or parsley, I'm able to just pick it fresh. But you can ask your friends. You can go to the Dollar Tree and buy some containers like this with the lids. You get like 3 of them for $1 in a package. You can collect egg cartons. You can use anything that has a plastic cover. You could put plastic wrap over it, but I find it doesn't work as well. When you use a plastic container with a cover, you're going to get a little greenhouse, and that's what's going to help the seeds germinate. And once they pop up, then you can take the cover off, and you can either leave them in a very sunny window. Make sure the room temperature is about 65, because these are baby seeds, okay? And little plants. They need about 16 hours of sunlight a day, which we're not getting right now. So you could go with grow lights and in a sunny window. Or you could do an indoor greenhouse with grow lights. Or an indoor greenhouse in a very sunny room. So that is part 1 of how to get seeds started. What to plant. We are in zone 6B in Rhode Island. So the things that you want to get in the ground the end of March or beginning of April are peas, carrots, lettuce, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower. The squashes can wait till May or June, as well as the green beans, the tomatoes, the peppers. And corn, I think, can go in May or June. So I hope that is a informative little video that I've done for you. I hope that you learned something. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, or give me a comment if you liked what you saw today. Please don't forget to hit the icon bell and get subscribed to my channel. I will be posting more of these informative videos and how-tos. And just keep in mind that you too can be self-sufficient, grow a prepper garden, and have fun. And it can be done very frugally. I hope that everyone is having a great day. Stay safe, stay warm, God bless, and prep on.